recordings have been already started. Yeah, please, you can start. This is the first session, guys. So already the demo session has been shared to every one of you. We had a very in detail session last week. Okay, now Abhi is trying to continue. Abhi is starting. Is like starting the first session today. Abhi, can you just give quick introduction of yours, and from there we can take it forward, because there are a couple of new participants also there. Yeah,
sure.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Avi. I'm basically a solution architecture for the areas called bank integration, treasury, FSCMs, in-house bank. Um, so these are the areas basically I'm working right now. However, uh, prior moving to the SAP Treasury, I started my career with the SAP FICO. I started my career as an from the banking sector. I was in the banking financial sectors more than 7 years, and then I moved to IT. So it is almost in Treasury we have almost done 7 to 8 implementations and 5 support projects. So most of my role is right now would be like to going to a client. I have my own team. I am also a consultant. It depends on the project. If we don't have a project, much people, then I myself will be work as a consultant. In case there are a lot of people, then we'll take the people, get the work done. My role is typically like that to being a solution architecture, I have to go and visit multiple clients, multiple client locations, where I have to finalize, understand their requirement, finalize the BBB, and then we either directly work or I directly work with the team and provide the solutioning, help the consultant who are junior to me to help them out to make them understand how it has to be work, how the design to be happening. So these are the my role, and it's in my also I have a collective sales role. Example, I have to go and target the clients for our treasury portfolio, banking integration portfolio. So in that way, I work globally with our many counterparties within our organizations, and also I worked many Indian clients. So depending on from where we get the lead, we are also closely working with the SAP for getting requirements, getting lead basically from the SAP, and yeah, that's about my profile. So you can also start giving your introduction. I'm not asking very big introductions, kind of a brief way to understand, like what is your background all about. So Vikrant, you can start from your side, because from my screen you are the first person.
Okay, sure. Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm a SAP FICO consultant also with around 8 years of work ex. I'm working for a US-based FMCG company based out of Mumbai. And we do have treasury being used, and I just wanted to explore my options in the treasury space as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Vikrant. Others, Sridhar.
Hello, hi, I'm Gupta, and I'm a FICO consultant.
Hi.
My total experience is 10 years,
Okay.
and currently working in one is IT consulting.
Yeah, okay. So you are basically a FICO consultant, right? Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
correct.
Okay. Sridhar.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sridhar Sati. I live in the US. I've been working as a SAP FI consultant for more than 15 years. I worked in Treasury back in the day, like 10 years back, but I've completely lost in touch, especially recently with S4 innovation. So I just want to see what's new out there and what your demo has to offer. Thank you.
So yeah, Sridhar. So have you ever worked on SAP Treasury module in S4 HANA?
S4 HANA, I have delved into it, not much, especially from the BCM perspective. I have worked and cash positioning, but it's very on peripheral, so I need to get the
No
basics
problem.
right.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you, Sridhar. So Narayan.
Hi everyone, this is Narayan. Last 7 years I'm part of Global Treasury in my company. I have got training for the FICO model, but previously I was as an individual. But currently my company the SAP implementation is going on, so I just want to upskill myself to adjust with my
Okay,
company.
okay, got it. So going forward, you will be taking care of treasury, right?
Yeah, we are part of Treasury, but yeah, that ERP we need to understand.
Okay, okay, fine. Dinesh Varan, or whosoever wanted to introduce, please introduce yourself. So that this introduction is to understand your
Uh,
background, so that yeah, yeah, please.
yeah, sorry. Hi everyone. My name is Purvi. And like
Hi, Purvi.
I
Mhm.
hi,
Your
SAP
voice
FI
is breaking.
consultant.
Okay.
1 minute. Mm, yeah. Now can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So as I said, I was a FI consultant and recently like joined in a treasury related project. So my main aim to join the session is to, have knowledge on the treasury end.
Okay, okay, sure. Thank you. Atis,
Hello,
please.
good evening, everyone. Preetham Gadkari. I am a SAP FICO and PS consultant. I have
Okay,
worked in FSCM back in ECC days, but I don't have any exposure in S4HANA. So I want to upgrade my skills on the S4HANA perspective.
okay, okay. Thank you, Pritam. Others?
Hey, hi, Amol here. Good
Hi,
evening.
Amol.
Myself, Amol Sompul. I have a total 12 years of experience. Into that, 4.5 years in SAP FICO. Currently working as a testing consultant. And so just now I have completed the testing project. And from the September last week, we have a deadline for Treasury project. We are going to kick off the project. So my aim is to join this session, learn about more about the TRM related
Okay, okay,
things.
okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, Amol.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Malin Jani. Good evening, guys. I'm having
Hi,
a
Malin.
SAP 10 years experience. 6 years as an end user and 4 years as SAP implementation as an FI. I'm looking forward for the TRM S4HANA. Thank you.
Mm, thank you.
So hi, this is Taruna.
Hi, Tanvi.
So I work in SAP team as a FICO consultant for Apex Oil. So my company is looking for some TRM consultant. So I just want to start my career, like add my skill set to this.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Others? We have a Sandhya Patil, Nageshwara. We have.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sandhya Patil. I
Hi.
work in one of the FMCG company where as a SAP FICO consultant.
Mm-hmm.
We also have TRM and FSCM modules over there. So I just wanted to learn more about TRM.
Okay, okay. Uh, anybody is left? Nageshwara, Aruna.
I think I'm done.
Okay, okay. Nageshwara, are you there? I think everybody has done, or okay. So the reason I have asked your things because it helps me to understand, whether I should go with the basics of the FICO because, example, SAP TRM cannot work alone. You have to configure the SAP enterprise structure configurations. So since you already aware about the SAP enterprise structure, I'll not take much time to complete that one. So I just wanted to understand everybody introduce himself, I mean, herself, or anybody is left here. because the point would be if there is any person who actually not aware about the SAP FICO, then Nageshwara has left. Okay. Vaidehi, you have done, right? Dinesh, okay, okay. So let's start the session. See, I tell you my agenda for the today. I will straightway, first of all, I'll first go and configure the SAP enterprise structure. What I do, I have already created one structure. I'll copy that one and create, create the one. Let's say TR02 I have created for previous training batches. I'll create one more copying the same one so that we need not to bother about this enterprise structure of FICO. We'll straightway jump to the SAP TRM, right? Nageshwara, are you there? Can you able to hear us? Nageshwara,
Yeah. Can you
yeah.
hear? Can you hear me? Sorry, there
Yes,
is
yes,
some audio
Nageshwara.
issues.
No
Yeah,
problem. I can understand. Sure.
this is Nageshwar. I'm a FSCO consultant. Actually, I'm looking for
Mhm.
to learn about the TRMs. I have total almost 10 years experience in FSCO. So yeah, that's it.
Great, great, great. So yes, okay. So I already told my agenda. So I'm sharing my screen right away. So I'll go to straight away to the SAP screen. I hope everybody can able to view my screen, right? So yes, no, please tell me. My screen is visible to you all.
Yes, I
Yes.
will. Okay, yes, I can see.
Okay, okay. So let's say I'll just copy this organization structure. I'll not create from the scratch. It will take a lot of time. So let's say I'll create TR07 training company TR07. So my company code, it is example. Maybe if you want, I can keep it USD because majority of the people are from here. So I just keep it that location of my treasury company code would be in the Mumbai location. Just okay. So what I do now, I'll copy this one. So I should have chosen. Okay, non-transport number range. I should have mentioned as a no, but let's say I'll just try to reduce my time on because the things which you already know there is no point of going right because FICO already I mean everybody in this party I mean all the participant you must be aware about all the configurations of FICO. So I'm not going into that, so I'm trying to save my time to do that. So just to ask you, you guys, have you, I mean, anybody has gotten exposures to SAP Treasury? Any implementation have you seen, or someone has said that you already about to do this? Some implementation phase is going on. Some cases, somewhere I find that they are already asking the companies that you should learn FICO. So already, are you already gone through a situation where I mean you can see that how the implementation started? Any idea, anything? My point is, are you guys have an experience? Anybody has got an experience to see how the treasury project is going on? Or I can see that, I mean, based on our conversation, I heard someone from the treasury team itself, right?
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. My
Yeah.
Yeah, am I audible,
So
right? Hmm.
yes, you are. So I am working on a support project currently of Treasury module, and in future we are going to have an implementation project for this Treasury model. So I just want to know regarding like just know in from scratch like how we are going to structure the Treasury module in SAP system.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay. So what I have done right now, I just try to tell you, I create a company code. I create a company code called TR07. Let me see if I can, not here, maybe, okay, so example, the company code, I will be going to do our entire training with the company code TR07 company code, and it has got a chart of account. If I go to example Y607 company code, and this is my chart of account already been created TR00. My fiscal year variant is V3, field status variant. I have created, okay, let me see if TR00 has been created. Posting period variant TR00, company code and controlling area 2 means multiple company code it support. Okay, so this is my structure. So now I'll go here, example, company code has been created, then we have a segment defined. I have taken these two segment, 1000, just a default segment, and apart from that we have a controlling area. You can see the controlling area, maintain controlling area. TR00 is my controlling area, and it has a cross company code controlling area. Okay, and we have a company code, maintain controlling area is there. I mean, we have controlling area. Now we'll go to the financial accounting. We already already shown you UBY6 that what is our chart of account, fiscal year variant, posting period variant, all we have taken from the TR02 we have created. So that's it. And we have a ledgers call. If I go here, we have a, ideally we're going to create for this training session one leading ledger and one non-leading ledgers. So for that we go to just give me a moment, financial supply chain management, not this one, sorry, financial accounting, global setting, ledgers, and this is, so we have a 0 leading ledgers, and for L1 for IFRS, this is for Companies Act, and this is for the IFRS. And if I go here, you can see that my company code TR07 is already there. And let me see if there is any other. No, let me see, this company code has been, no, J1 is not inside that. L1, okay, you can see TR07. So this is our, more or less, our organization structure. Then we have created a company, profit center details and all. Like in S4 HANA, the profit center is become a master data. Like you can see that under general ledger accounting, master records, profit center. You can see the profit center. These are the steps to be configured. Activate profit center, accounting and controlling area. So we go to the TR00, which is already been activated against the profit center accounting, get activated against the controlling area, which we have already been activated. It is already been done. Define profit center standard hierarchy. We already defined. If I go to the TR00, profit center hierarchy name is underscore TR00. Standard hierarchy name, controlling area TR00. This is my profit center hierarchy. Whatever the profit center would be created, Under this hierarchy, it will be appear here. And after doing all these configurations, like for FI enterprise structure configuration, the things what we have to do additionally, which is example, if I go to the financial accounting, financial where is that? Financial accounting global setting, and then we go to this documents. A separate document type has to be created for the treasury document, and this has to be example. We normally create a document type for, where is that, TP. One is TB document and TP document. Many times the document type would be different. Sometimes they will call as a treasury TR document, but ideally we use a separate document type for the treasury posting. One would be the TG for the treasury posting, and treasury reversal. Either we call it sometime as a TR, or TB is document type for TB reversal. Any reversal if you do in the treasury module, that will update it to this particular TB document. Normally, all the accounting document will get posted to the separate document type with the TP. Why we are doing that? So that we can identify, okay, this TP and TB document, it's not associated with any other module, but except the treasury module. Okay. So here we have to define the number ranges, and you can define it here whether treasury module is linked with a customer or a supplier or a GL account. So these are the things we normally link it with the treasury module. And the account type would be customer, account type would be supplier, account type would be GL. No secondary cost, no asset accounting, or the material will be, it will be applied here. Negative posting permitted, and here you can see the number range. In case number range not been created, we'll go and create that. So this is what we transported, and you can see the number range has been created, 9999. This is for my company code. Let's say we'll be using this particular number range 177. I might have created only for the 2025. Anyway, we are in the 25, so we'll be using this particular number range. This is number range assignment at the company code level. Now what is next? Like in case we are using example, next configuration would be define document type in the ledger. So we have a two posting, right? We are using non-leading ledgers. So we define a non-leading ledger number is 99, and for our TP document type, TB document type, or SA document type, we assign this separate number range, which will be used for the ledger L1. So any question, any doubt, guys, if you have anything, please ask me. These are the standard enterprise structure configuration. You have to do that. And after doing the basic enterprise configurations, what we have to do, we have to do the posting. Like if I go to the FB50, a GL posting is required to ensure that our accounting all are coming fine. Only then we'll go and move to our treasury posting. So for the time right now, what I do now, I'll try to do one posting to ensure that my configurations are correct and it is posted to as per my leading ledger as well as non-leading ledgers. So for the timing, I'll try to see if there are any GL account. Okay, let's say I'll post to a general expenses where debit would be the expenses 100. Okay, and credit I'll just post to an let's say some cash in hand or something. Nothing like bank account. Let's see what account we have. Brokerage. SBI State Bank of India main bank account. Credit. Okay, this is require a GL account, account assignment. So it would be a cost object. So we have defined a cost center. 1 minute. Yeah, as someone is saying.
Yeah,
So already created a cost centers. Okay, let me create a separate cost center example. So already 1000 cost center is created. Let me, oh, it is already exist. Okay. Let me see if it is extended to this company code TR07 or not. No, okay, sorry. My bad. It is company code TR00. Okay, maybe this 2000 has been created for the company code TR02. What else is there? Let me see that. 2000. 2000 is assigned to the company code. Let me create new cost centers. 3000 is also there. TR03. Oh, it's a display mode. Sorry, my bad. I'll go to the change mode. TR07. Oh, already exist. Okay, my bad. Let me create new one. 7000 does not exist. So let me create 4000 is there already. Treasury cost center. Okay, so I'm creating the transaction for treasury related. So you can create a separate cost and categories. Right now is not there. So I can go and create a category called treasury. SPRO, controlling, cost center accounting, master data, cost centers, and define cost center category. So anything is there. Okay, let's say tree treasury already been created. So what I do here, I will use this T for the treasury, and the hierarchy would be cost center hierarchy STHTR00, company code TR07, and if there is any profit center, okay, I'm linking this profit center to this cost center. Okay, so this 4000 I'll be using for my transaction posting. Object to the company code TR07, cost center account assignment object. What is that?
Abhi, you are posting the entry to
Yeah,
TR02, not
it's
TR07.
yeah, you are posting the entry with company code T0 TR02 instead
Yes,
of
yes, my
T0.
mistake. My mistake. Yes, you're right. This is normally we don't check before posting, like what is went wrong. Okay, done. Posting period 5 not open. Okay, TR00. OB52 TR00. No, it is April, May, June, July, August. So it should be 5th, right? 5th, 5th, 5th. I'll just open a 5th. I'll not open other than current posting period. Because when you do the testing, there are many scenarios or treasuries are there where when system will validate those posting periods. So that also I wanted to show you. So that's the reason I have just kept it open for the current posting period. Require house bank field. Okay, and entry require house bank field. Okay. Now I tell you what is the reason for this one. I'll go to the FS00. Okay, so this is because I have used this particular cash account type. I'll not do that right now. I will come again to this particular concept of new concept of cash account type, and then there I'll explain to you. Okay, right now let's say I'll be using this particular GL account for the posting. Value date is required, so I'll use this particular value date for today's date, and that's it. Okay, so this is the step number 1, where you have to go and see after configuring whether everything is coming fine or not. So this is a general ledger view. I'll go to this. Okay, this is get posted to that leading ledger. I'll go to the other ledgers. Yes, it is posted to other ledgers too. So 0L and other ledgers or non-leading ledgers, it has posted. So with that, we can conclude our FICO configuration. Our basic enterprise structure configuration is completed. Now, any questions, any doubt? If you guys haven't, not clear about the enterprise structure, please tell me. Or if you have, because I feel all of you have a knowledge on the SAP FICO part. Correct me if I'm wrong, or is it fine for you? All you are. So I think all you are capable enough to do the basic enterprise structure in FICO, and remaining other things like that you can do the testing. Now, what are the changes are there in S4 HANA? There are certain additional field which has come into the picture. Example, as I said, if you go to the financial accounting, general ledger accounting, master data, here you can see this profit center accounting. So you have to activate the profit center accounting from this particular screen. Activate profit center account controlling. This step define profit center standard hierarchy. Define standard hierarchy. After that, you can go and create your profit center by creating KE51. Okay. And apart from that, in the controlling, if you go to this controlling, general controlling, organization, maintain controlling area, then there isn't one more thing. After creating a controlling area, you can go and define number ranges for controlling. One more additional configuration you have to do that is which has come recently in S4 HANA. In ECC you may not see that. Define ledger for CO version. So when you configure your company code from the scratch, what you can do here, you come to this particular configuration, define ledger for the CO version, and here for your company code, controlling area is TR00. You have to maintain the version 0 for ledgers. So you have to copy any of these things. Standard, if you are not clear, you copy. This is the template, and when you copy and then create your controlling area, the rest everything will be fine. Okay, so this is our controlling. This is our basic enterprise structure configurations. Okay, now I will go today make you understand uh, the SAP Treasury configuration from the organization structure level. So first of all, okay, so before I go to this Treasury module, I just wanted to understand from your perspective, why do you think the treasury module has got a it is required, like we cannot able to handle via the treasury module from the FICO perspective. What makes the treasury module special? Any questions, any food for thoughts? You can share your thoughts, because I just wanted to understand what is the your thought process, like why we need SAP TRM module, why we need SAP TRM module. Example, my point example, if you go for tomorrow, you go for any new client, so what are the things you can able to see, that why you think that treasury module is required? What makes this treasury module important that we cannot able to handle from the other module? Except, what about the treasury module you think of it? All of you can participate.
Abhi, I think one of the key reasons is, the treasury itself is like an ocean in itself. From it involves various functionalities from cash positioning, securities, hedging,
Fine.
derivatives.
So
So
yes.
considering that it's a separate stream by itself, and I think probably SAP's idea is to govern it through a separate module which integrates with finance, is how I think.
Yes, you're right. So first of all, Sridhar, thanks for your answer. The thing is, SAP Treasury module, don't think like you are trying to do the trading with the SAP. No, SAP Treasury module mainly deals with the two things: debt and investments. These particular modules, when you're talking about the SAP Treasury, we have two things: debt and investment. When you say the debt, it talks about all the loans. Loans would be any form. Loans would be in the form of uh, loan from subsidiaries. You have a multiple loans. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, before I share my screen, I just wanted to see what the other peoples are also think about the SAP Treasury module. Thanks, Sridhar. You initiate the process. Let the other people also, uh, you know, say something to understand what they are understanding.
Yeah, Amol here. So just as per my understanding, using the TRM module, business may come to know their the cash positions, and also they may know the investments where they have actually invested, and the instruments, the investment. So it will easy to them to take the decisions for forecast their
Okay, okay, I understand.
accounting.
So you said investment, you said cash management. Fine.
Mm.
Other people, please participate.
Does not allow post entry. Like you can manage postings, but you have to calculate all the
Vikrant,
interest
are
accrued.
you talking from your mobile or something? Because your voice is sometimes coming, going like that. There's a kind of a problem with your sound. Are you using any headphone? Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Uh,
Mhm.
Hope it is better now.
Yes.
Okay. So what I was saying is that in FICO we can do manual postings, but there is no way where you can automate
In
the entry.
FICO, you do a manual posting. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Yeah, like let's say if this
Uh-huh.
products I have to post in
Mhm.
FICO directly, there is no way. I'll have to do maybe calculations in Excels and then do manual postings for that. But there
Mhm.
is no way SAP has provided me infrastructure to explore these products, different, let's say, loan or investment products in a way, from my understanding.
No, I did not understand your point. You said in FICO there is a manual posting possible. Okay, that's it, right? But
Yeah,
in Treasury, manual posting not possible. You mean to say?
no. I'm saying, let's say if there is no treasury module and organization is just using FICO. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
initially you mentioned why can't we just use FICO and why treasury is needed, right?
Uh-huh.
So for that point, I'm saying that there is no
No, my question is
infrastructure.
very generic right now. Let's say I just want you to I just want your understanding about the treasury module as a whole. Why you think, why should someone have the treasury module? Whether anything, any in this particular topic, you can add any of your points here. So, but I understand your point, Vikrant. Thank you. Uh, Someone has raised their hand. Arnai Roy. Arnai Roy. Okay. Arnai, please speak out. Arnai, can you able to hear us? We are not able to hear you. If you're saying something, I really don't know. Acha, by the way, please.
Yeah. So in treasury model, we are having a thing like cash flow, through which we have it calculates our all the interest and VAT everything, which reduces our calculation time.
Okay.
And
By the way, sorry. You said in Treasury module we have an option to calculate VAT, right? That's what you said.
correct, correct.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
No, no.
Mhm. So, Vaidhi, for your information, VAT would be still calculated in the any module wherever applicable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It can be
but
calculated in the MM module also, FIC also. Yeah. So, okay, maybe you're trying to say something, but I understand your point. It's okay.
yeah.
Uh, hi, Abhijit. Uh, I think so only FICO only related to the sales, purchase, and receipts and payments. But for treasury, it's only purely related to the cash flow, like debts and investments, and they are calculated. This is related to purely cash flow, and what is the risk involved in it. I think, yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay,
it.
got it. Thank you. Thank you. Others, Taruna, please.
So in FICO, we only manage like what's coming in and what's going out, and we generated reports according to that. But when it comes to the TRM, like we have this market risks analysis, like where company knows like where what is the current price of this commodity, like what is the current price going on, and we can position our investment like what will be in the future, like in 30 days period, in 40 days period, like a trading period. Like we generate a reports by the day end, and we analyze like what is our position in next 30 days, and where to invest, and what market price will be growing by this. I think that's the market risk analysis.
That is different, Taruna. You
Oh,
are
okay.
talking more or less or talking about the risk analyzer part of it. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right, because Treasury module also deals with the risk management. But yes, it's okay. Thank you for the answer.
Yeah.
Others? Uh, Arunai, right? Arunai, please tell me.
Yeah, hello. Am I audible
Hi.
now?
Yes. So, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, it's Arani. Yeah, it's okay.
Arani.
I just
Okay,
want to
okay.
highlight one point, like for the say like in the forex, sometimes happen that say like if like any country they have operation in the different countries, so sometimes say like in the air AP receivable or maybe on the receivable part only. So if there is a difference in the forex, and you know that the forex market is very volatile, I mean the forex rates are very volatile, so sometimes we use the treasury to hedge those risks, I mean the forex risks. So that
Okay.
is
Arunai,
one of the
yes, you're right. You're talking about the risk management part of it. But yes, I understand
yeah
your point. Okay.
yeah
So, anybody also wants to participate from our entire group? Yes, no? Okay. I cannot see any hand. Okay. First of all, I just wanted to make you understand. that SAP Treasury is a 2 module altogether. Okay, when you're talking about we are talking about the TRM module, and TRM stand for Treasury and Risk Management part, Risk Management. So it is not only talking about the Treasury module. So in the Treasury, so if I segregate this one, let's say we segregate Treasury first. And let's say we'll keep it here, the risk management part of it. So someone said, like, you might have heard the word called hedging, market risks, analyzer, credit risk analyzer. These are the various risk management module. If I talk about the treasury module, what it does, the treasury module is talk about all the financial instruments used by the treasury teams. Okay, what are the treasury modules, treasury finance, what are the financial instruments? Financial instruments, it has again, SAP has segregated the entire treasury into group wise, right? Example, it's saying money market. Okay, money market, money market. Then there is another product group called, we call it as a product group. Okay, the product group is, one is money market. Then we have a product group called securities, foreign exchange, or we call it as a forex. We have money market, securities, forex, derivatives, right? Then we have a trade finance. Okay, so these are the various product groups are there. So if you go to the SAP financial risk management, and if we go to the treasury and risk management, transaction manager, you can see money market, foreign exchange, securities, derivatives. Derivatives would be two kinds of, one would be listed derivatives and another would be called the OTC derivatives, and final one is a trade finance. Now under this particular group we have a different financial instrument. These are the product group under the financial instrument. What are the financial instrument of the money market perspective? So I'll keep it here. So under money market, let's say we have financial instrument called, now do you have an idea what is money market? Anybody has idea what is money market? What do you mean by money market? J1 note. Okay, TRM note. I'll say TRM note. Yes, no, please. Okay. First of all, when
Yes.
you talk about the, please.
Oh, so I mean, I'm speaking in the regular language. Let's say if you go to a bank, you have something called a money market deposit where you can open a fixed term, and for a certain time
No,
they give you a
my
certain rate.
question is again, what is money market? What is called money market? Which market is called money market?
Stocks. Investments.
Again, question comes here.
Investments.
What is called money market? Which market is called money market?
The place from where we raise money.
Where you, the place where you raise money. Raise money. Answer is no. Okay, first of all, understand. Right now you start learning about the financial instruments, about the behavior, because this is most important. Tomorrow when you go and talk to a customer, you should be very clear about what is called different markets. Money market is not the market from where you raise the funds. No. If that is the case, how you going to raise the fund is important. Are you going to raise the fund from raising your bonds, or by floating equity shares, by bond or preference share? If that is the case, your market would be secondary market, sorry, primary market, equity market. When you're talking about the money market, we basically talking about banks. Clear? Commercial banks, financial institution, institution. This is the definition of money market. Banks, financial institutions. Which are the financial institutions? Bajaj Fin Service. Have you heard about that one? Yes. This is one of the financial institutions. Banks. Okay. So Bajaj Fin Service is also giving business loans, right? So this is money market, basically talking about those financial institutions called banks, mainly deal with the bank. Okay. So from banks dealing with what are the financial instrument. If you go to the bank, you get so many financial instruments like current account, right? Current account, savings account. So current account is also one type of financial instruments. B, your fixed deposit, right? You basically get the fixed deposit from the bank. Then C, commercial paper, that is also deal by the bank. What else? Your loan product, any sort of loan, whether now we talking about the not personal loan or credit card loan, we are talking about the corporate perspective. When you're talking about the corporate perspective, the loans are the again segregated various kind of loans. Now the segregation of loan would be whether it's a fund based loan or non fund based loan. Fund based loan. What is fund based loan? Fund based loan means where bank will provide the amount to your account. Example of the fund based loan would be term loan, right? Example here, term loan. What others? Working capital, their different name. Working capital demand loan. Sometimes you might see there are different categories of loan. Example, called cash credit limit, we call it a CC. Again, OD, overdraft facilities. Sometimes the name would be typical, it would be called bill discounting. Okay, bill discounting, this is also one form of loan, or sometimes it's called as buyer's credit. Okay, sometimes the corporate also get a loan called packing credit. Packing credit in foreign currency. Okay, so these are the different kind of fund based loan. I don't know how many of you have heard of it, but these are the different kinds of loan. Again, there are typical, if you see the structure of the again, reimbursement, non-reimbursement, many things are there, but I'm not going to more confused here. But yes, typically when you see the loans will be having a different categories. You cannot get any those things properly configured in the system. Like there is no loan product type called bill discounting, buyer's credit, packing credit, or packing credit in foreign currency, OC, OD. All product you have to learn to understand what is the behavior of the loan. Only then you can able to do present to the client. Okay, so this we need to talk about the non-fund based loan. What we basically talking about? We talking about letter of credit. There will be another point, standby letter of credit, bank guarantee. Okay, these are the various non-fund based limit. So these are all product provided by the who will going to provide, and also bank also provide foreign exchange. Okay, forex, we also buying forex from the bank. Why we are buying a forex from the bank when the forex market is available? Any idea? When a forex market is available, why you have to go and depend on the bank to buy the forex? Because the normally what we have seen, the currency what we are looking is USD INR. This currency pair is not traded in the forex market. Okay, INR is not traded anywhere in the forex market. You cannot buy this combination USD INR in the forex market. So that's the reason these foreign exchange combination you can only it is available with the bank. We call it as an forex. Forex in the form forex also come with the various variations. We call it as an spot. We call TOM, tomorrow's rate. We call forward contract. But if you go to the globally, there is so many other product called NDF, non-deliverable forward, or currency option. These things are not available for India. You do not get NDF, you do not get currency options. So in case if you have an USD INR, we normally deal with an USD INR, or let's say if you need Euro INR. These currency pairs are not available in the forex market. So that's a reason wherever there is a pair with INR, you never get it from the currency market. You may get currency market USD Euro, Euro GBP, I mean USD GBP. This combination you can get it, but not USD INR, USD Euro. Those currencies are not, or let's say GBP INR. These combinations you have to only get it from the bank. Okay, so now this is the money market. So from money market, these are the financial instrument we normally get it. Various kind of loans and all. Now come to the point of forex. Forex I've already explained. So you can buy various spot transaction, term transaction, forward contract from the under forex. Now similarly derivatives. Under derivatives we have a lot of financial instrument. We call it as an cap. We call it floor. We call it interest rate swap. We said cross currency swap. Under trade finance we have a financial instrument called um, uh, uh, letter of credit, bank guarantee. So there are so many financial instruments are there, and you should know the behavior of this financial instrument. Only then you can able to understand, you can able to talk to a client, understand their requirement. Okay, so it is not like that everything you can right now there is lots of information available. You can go and see. Basically to be a good treasury consultant, whatever I believe is you should go through the each financial instrument, understand how it works. That would be enough for you. Okay, and understand, see, the way you handle the product in one organization may not fit the similar process to the product. line would be similar, but the way it would be handled from one sector to another sector, one company to another company is completely different. The approval mechanism, process, everything would be different, but overall process means features of the product would be same. So when you go for the client, you don't think that product knowledge would be enough, but yes, the product knowledge, understanding the financial instrument will give you an edge to how to initiate the talk, and then your customer will tell you about their processes, and if there isn't anything which is not there, that you have to do the enhancement of it. Many treasury products, when you go for implementation, we find the challenges with the lot of enhancement is required. The way right now the SAP product handle from the SAPs may not fit the calculation, the way the customer is looking, and the way SAP calculation being done may not fit to that way, and in that case we may have to go for enhancement. Many places we find that entire treasury organization structure may not fit. In that case we may not implement the organization structure like your front office, middle office, and back office concept in the treasury model. It may be fit for one organization, may not fit for other organizations. So that's it. So what I'm trying to say, when you're talking about the financial product, we basically in treasury we talks about debt and investment. What is debt? Debt is basically your borrowings. Now this is one kind of borrowing. There will be another borrowings called eight, while intercompany loans, like when one subsidiary gives loan to the another subsidiaries, that is also a kind of loan. Okay, so different kinds of loan will come, and these are the few names where we have worked, and many places we find that we have to build a custom. Many places. Example, buyer's credit. What is buyer credit or buyer's credit? Basically, it would be based on the a kind of a limit, or let's say packing credit. It would be given based on certain parameters, unlike your term loans. So you have to understand how the bill discounting is also a kind of a loan, where we are discounting our customer bills to the bank, and this is also kind of loan, and bank will giving you the amount, and let's say, and they will be charging interest on the same. They will give the amount, but then later on you have to pay interest on the moment. Let's say if the loan you have taken for 3 months, 6 months, depending on the tenure of the loan, you have to pay interest accordingly. So how you're going to design the design, everything would depend on the requirement of the client. So this is all about the various financial instrument. Now let's talk about this organization structure of treasury. So the first of all, what happen is you can go to the financial supply chain management, SPRO, and here you can see these are the, now treasury is part of SAP financial supply chain management. In the financial supply chain management, we have a many products called bill at direct, billing consolidation, cash and liquidity management is another product, collection management, credit management, dispute management, bank communication, in-house cash, advanced payment management, and treasury. So treasury is a part of financial supply chain management. Now here, see, normally people will say treasury, why we, I mean, you also maybe some of them, if you say, like when you're talking about the treasury, we talk about the cash management. Yes, I understand. Cash management, it's a kind of a module which is required not only by treasury but by everyone. How? Because normally what happened when you talk about the treasury, we always think of it accounts payable team activities, because the accounts payable team who are mainly dealing with the all sort of payment, they are also called treasurer, right? So but in SAP treasury module, there isn't when you talk about the treasury, we talk about the all the treasury financial instrument, how it would be handled in SAP. See, in SAP FICO, you cannot handle this particular financial instrument, because the nature of this financial instrument are completely different. Example, if you're talking about the fixed deposit, maintaining fixed deposit in SAP FI, you can able to do the posting, but then there will be many activities. When you're talking about, let's talk about the simple financial fixed deposit, fixed term deposit. Now, let's say FD. Now we call it as an TD, term deposit. Now let's say term deposit. Now normally you see that nobody, no corporates willing to park their investment in the term deposit. Why? Majority of the cases you find the fixed deposit or term deposit, okay, we'll call it as an also fixed deposit. Fixed deposit is a product where mostly they will be parking with a bank because of some other requirement purpose. Example of this requirement for the lien mark. That means, example, I wanted to buy a letter of credit. For the letter of credit, if you wanted to buy a letter of credit, example, you wanted to buy 10 lakhs of amount of letter of credit. Okay, 10 lakhs of LC. If you go to a bank and you ask, okay, I need an LC of this amount. Example, I need an LC. You may say LC in INR. Let's say for simplification purpose, I said I need an 10 lakhs LC of INR local LC with this amount. So bank will say, okay, I will give you the LC. What is LC basically? LC is a basically guarantee by the bank. Example, you are buying some items from, let's say, from US. Okay, you are buying some items from the US. Let's say you're buying some raw material and you come to know the quality of the raw material is not available in India. It is available in US, and from there you're planning to buy. Now, if you're planning to buy, you can buy. The supplier said, no problem, I'll give you. You give me and cash in advance. That means the moment you buy the item, you have to make the payment instantly. If you buy in cash, there is no problem. Anywhere, any country you go, everyone will be welcoming you. But the problem here is there is an nobody wants to pay the instant amount because they always like, business always going with a credit, right? They are also selling the items with a 2-month credit. So they also looking when they're buying, they should get some kind of credit terms. So they will ask for the credit. Now, if you're dealing with a supplier who don't know you, he said, okay, you are dealing with the first time. So I don't give you cash, any credit until unless you give me some kind of guarantee from the bank. What kind of guarantee? Guarantee in the form of letter of credit. So when you're buying the item from that particular supplier, the LC is a document where bank agrees, bank giving a guarantee on your behalf, saying that, okay, this is my customer, I will give a guarantee that he will make the payment. Once he received the guarantee in the form of letter of credit, the supplier, he will supply the items to you. And then there will be there will be process, LC process you have to follow. If it is local LC, there will be set of document has to provide and everything, and accordingly you can release the item. There will be so many terminological, if there is an site LC, there is a one process. If it is an use on LC, there will be different process altogether. So example for that purpose also, bank, the corporates open an FD in order to provide a kind of a lien against the LC, a kind of mortgages. It would be act as a mortgage item, fixed deposit. Or there are many places for again term loans also. Corporate has to give a kind of a guarantee in the form of fixed deposit. So that's the reason. This is one of the cases. Majorly, I have seen in specifically the Indian clients, they will go for fixed deposit because of any reason. Very rare customer you find that they are depositing. They will be depositing the money with a bank to earn interest. But majority of the cases you find only 10% would be for the investment purpose. Remaining 90% would be for specific reason they have given. Okay, so example, when you deposited a fixed deposit to the bank, there will be so many processes, there will be so many scenarios would be applicable. We call it as a flows, cash flows. Example, when you giving a fixed deposit to the bank, so the first things what will happen, the flow, it would be outflow of cash, right? When you deposited, like what will happen in that SAP stamp, principal increase, or it's an inflow, outflow of cash. What will outflow of cash? When it will happen? When you deposit it, when you do that fixed deposit with the bank, FD with bank. Okay, this is the first step. Then you month end you have to perform accrual of interest. Okay, and at the maturities you may perform, then there will be another activities called current versus non-current. These are the activities. Fourth would be on the maturities. Maturity value. Under maturity values, you will be receiving your principal and you will be receiving your interest. So these are the various process flows would be applied when you do in fixed deposits, right? When you do the fixed deposit, what will happen? It has an accounting impact as well. When you do the investment with the fixed deposit, your fixed deposit account would be debited and your bank account would be credited. Accordingly, when you perform the accrual posting, your accrual interest accrual get posted right against your fixed term interest on the fixed deposit. When you calculate the current versus non-current, or sometimes what happen, you have to do the adjustment of interest. Sometimes what happen, you have deposited fixed deposit, but there is an chances that you do the partial withdrawal. Okay, sometimes it happen like you do the fixed deposit with the bank, and for a certain tenure, let's say 6 months, when on the 6th month, when it, let's say my deposit would be matured in the next month, let's say September end. Now September beginning, we identified this money may not be required in the month of September. In that case, I may ask bank that I wanted to extend my fixed deposit for one more month. It's called a rollover. So these are the various processes that we see in the treasury module. Okay. So let's go to the SAP Treasury basic organization structure now. Now let's say this is from this particular SAP Treasury Management. We'll go to the Treasury and Risk Management. We go to the General Settings, and here you can see the organizations. So what are those things? You can see define calculation indicator. This is the first organization structure. And here you can see that rate calculation ID would be M exchange rate type has been taken into consideration. That means if you have example for your debit transaction, you have a different exchange rate type, you can use BG based on the requirement. Majority of the cases SAP default comes with an M exchange rate type, but if customer is saying that no, for all my debit transaction I wanted to use separate exchange rate type called bank buying rate, for all the credit transaction I'll be using bank selling rate. So example, G is for bank buying rate and B is for bank selling rate. So you can do that, but as I say, depending whatever the exchange rate customer wants to maintain, it is free to do that. But It depends on how they wanted to do that, but majority cases we use that M exchange rate type. Okay, this is the step number 1. We use the same configuration, but as I said, depending on the case, if the client said no, for treasury I wanted to use a separate exchange rate type, mostly in that case it would be either B and G, B for debit, G for credit, like something selling rate for the credit transaction, buying rate for debit transactions. Next things would be define company code, additional data. So go to the new entries and give your company code, let's say TR07. Okay, it's saying that it is already exist. I'll delete this particular entry because what happened when I copy this one, it might have come here. I'll delete this. Okay, I'll show you what exactly. So go to the new entries first, go to the type TR07 and press enter. Now you can see that the currency fiscal year variant chart of account, it has populated automatically. From where? It is populated from the your OBY6 configuration pane. That means your enterprise structure configuration which you already performed, from there it has been picked. General setting Swift BIC code. I really don't know why SAP has been given Swift and BIC code here. Ideally, it may be maybe sometimes what happened, Swift or BIC code, it is always an bank dependent. You do not have a single Swift or BIC code that you can use it. So I really don't know why, because normally the Swift or BIC code will be defined at the house bank level, identified through the worldwide Swift standard. Okay, you see, the globally unique code would be used in the international payment identify. So I really do not understand what is the logic. I don't know. Ideally, for each and every bank, if you go here and you go to let's say any template company code, or let's say uh, 1000, or maybe I don't know, 1050 or 1710, nothing, no company code. Okay, let's say I go here. Okay, nothing is there, so I'll go to the my company code TR02. I go here, go to the house bank. You can see for each house bank there would be bank key. This is called a sweep code. Each and every bank will be having a sweep code for the particular respective bank account. So normally we define sweep code here. So I don't know what is the reason for giving. I never use this particular sweep key anywhere in my project to maintain it here. Okay, exchange rate type, in the previous section we have seen that 01 has been defined. That is for M exchange rate type. You can use the same. Use rate type in financial transaction. What does it mean? If you go here, you can see that if you set this indicator, the exchange rate type of translation amount into the local currency is also derived in transaction management from the calculation indicator defined currency code additional data. If you do not set this indicator, conversion financial exchange type would be M. If you do not set this indicator, that means whenever I want that this to be exchange rate type to be used, M exchange rate type, I have to take this one. You can see I have to take this. Got it? I have to take if I want this exchange rate type to be used. Why it's not coming? Till document. There isn't security setting. I'm not going to tell you what is the use of these things. I'll keep it just like that. Security setting, I will tell you once we do the configuration of the security. There is a concept called short selling. Loan settings also I will tell you once we go to the loan policies for the loan product. That point of time, I'll tell you. Regulatory reporting setting, this is not applicable for India, US, Germany, UK. I don't know, for maybe very niche countries, this would be applicable. This regulatory reporting not at all required for the countries wherever we have implemented. Okay, this setting is not required. Setting for variable interest, you should be knowing what is fixed interest, what is variable interest. At that point of time, I'll tell you what are the planned record type to be used. Similarly, various variable interest for the securities. When you define the securities module, at that point of time, I'll tell you what is the use of this one. Okay. Trade repository reporting, allowing external trade in transactions. In case if you are using the call different trading integration platform, in that case you can do that. In our system, will not do. It is a standalone system. Treasury Center. In case this is used for the tracking reporting purpose, we never use this one. I don't know exactly. This set as an indicator designed to the company treasury. It may not, even though if you take this one, it will not help you out for any specific reporting, even though I'll take it here. So what my point is, in this configuration, we have to go and maintain for company code so that system will identify what is my chart of account, what is my fiscal year variant, what is my local currency, what is the exchange rate tab I should take it, all these details. In case if I'm using the loan product, what would be the factory calendar I'll be using. Okay, so this setting I have not done. Whatever settings it's required for this my fixed term deposit or the organization structure perspective, right now I have defined. That's it. Define portfolio. What is portfolio? See, portfolio, for the timing, let me select all and I delete everything. What is portfolio of the product? See example, in the Excel, you have seen that there are various portfolio of the product. That means we have a different financial instrument. Let's say if we're talking about the fixed term deposit, we have a fixed deposit, we have a current account, we have a commercial paper, we have a loan product, under loan, we have a term loan. For each and every product, you can define the portfolio. Let's say, what is the purpose of the portfolio? I'll tell you. Example, I created a portfolio called FD, which I call it as a fixed deposit. Now, what will happen? This portfolio will help me in reporting. Example here, if I go to any reporting, let's say I'll go and execute a report called TPM 13, right? Now this is one of the treasury classic report. Now I let's say my manager wanted to see all the fixed deposits which I have created in the system, report on the same, whatever the fixed deposit. Now what I have to do normally, I have a many ways to execute the report. I can go by the product type, I can deep the product type, from there I can pull the report, or I can have an option maybe here. Okay, maybe I'll show you one of the report or example. You can see this is one of the accounting posting. I can see the report based on the portfolio wise. Example, if I wanted to see execute the transaction based at the portfolio level, or many reporting, if I wanted to see all my transaction posting from the treasury perspective at the portfolio level, then I can define this portfolio. There is an other usage of the portfolio, but for the timing you should know the portfolio will be a kind of an when you're grouping together a product, we can define portfolio as a group of similar product, right? So from there it will help me to get the ease reporting. I can pull the report of all my investments based on the portfolio level. Okay, so that's a reason we have created a portfolio. Organization structure, organization, you can see the portfolio. So for the timing, I have created a portfolio for one product. Okay, in future, the more product I'll be creating, the more a portfolio I'll be adding into that. And there is another reason for that, which you come to know once we start configuring our own financial instrument. Now, there is another call. There is a third configuration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth configuration would be define traders. What is traders? Okay. Let's say in my okay. Now let's say any accounting document in FI FB03. This is the place to go and see the report, right? I wanted to understand this particular transaction posted by whom. How do I know this particular transaction posted by whom? I can have an user ID. Now guys, user ID, by the user ID, can you identify whether it is created by whether me or Sridhar or any other person? Answer is no, right? You cannot identify. So that's a reason in SAP TRM, if you see the report TM00, you can see the report would be, let's say TR02. If I go here and execute, I can see this particular product has been created by which user. You might not be seeing right now by the user or this one. Let me go to the settings. Okay, just 1 minute. Let's say I don't want it to see, I only wanted to see the product type TD1. Okay, so example, okay, now let's say here I can have an option to see that where it has gone. Choose layout. Okay, not this one. Current layout. Okay, now you see there is a call traders. Product type. Let me see that. Not there. Ah, you can see here traders. Okay, save this. TRM 01. Okay, now let's say if I go and see, I can identify this particular deal has been created by which trader, right? So for that, we have a concept of traders concept here. So whosoever the person is basically treasury team, their name should be enter here as a traders. Okay, so and then after entering all the business users here, example TR07, okay, and then we go to the define user data. So this is where, okay, I'll remove this right now and re-enter it once again. New entries and user ID. What is our user ID? Example user 1. User 1. Then this is called abbreviation of 1 million. How do you identify 1 million in SAP? M. How do you identify 1000? If I type T, then system automatically understand it is 1T means 1000. It will automatically update. Once you use the transaction, that time I'll update. You can see this function of it. Okay. This is nothing. Let's say if there is any error message, warning message, it will appear in the dialog box. And here we can define the trader name ABHI. So what I'm doing, I'm basically updating this user ID with my name. This user ID belongs to me. So I'm updating it here. This is rate of swap entry. This I will explain to you when you go to this module called Forex. That point of time, you'll understand what is the use of it. For the timing, you should know I'm linking my user ID with my traders so that whenever any transaction get posted, it will automatically enter my trader number. If I am entering my user ID whenever I'm creating a deal, it automatically update the deal number in the deal number trader status. Example here, you can see this will get auto updated when you maintaining it here. So this is about the organization structure. Guys, give me 10 minutes break. I'll just join once again. I'll have some problem throat. I'll have some water and come back. Just give me 5 to 10. I'm back. Anyone? Okay. If you have got any questions, we can discuss it after the end of the session. I hope my voice is audible to you all. Right? Okay. After doing this organization structure, so the next things what you're going to do it's there is one more organization setting, organization structure. We call it, we go to the general settings. A minute. We go to the accounting. After this general settings, organization, accounting, and we go to the here under accounting, you can see organizations. So you can also see there is a defined reason for reversal. So these are the various uh, standard reversal reason which is defined by SAP. By default it has been provided by the SAP. Example, if you do any document reverse, if you reverse any document for audit perspective, it is required to provide a reason for that. So that's why every transactions in the SAP itself having the reversal reason. So these are the default reversal reason. But however, at the time of implementation, you also check with the client whether this reversal reason would be enough or they wanted to give their own different reversal reason. So most of the cases we find that would be enough for the business. They may not need more than that, but sometimes what happen, we may find this reversal reason may not be suffice their requirement. They said we don't want, we have our own one, own reversal reason. So it is up to, I mean, we use the standard one, like one for process error or custom error or anything, or any error you can define, you can create your own, or you can use this existing one. Okay, and now the organization structure which we have created earlier, this is the organization structure from the general setting perspective. Like that means in order to activate your treasury module, you need a basic organization structure. Now this organization structure, what you can see, it is more or less a perspective. It is the perspective of this configuration from the accounting, basically. So from accounting perspective, we are also doing additional organization structure configuration. And what are those things? The first thing is the valuation area. Now, what is valuation area? Now we discussed initially, like in our SAP example, in our organization structure, we have a two basically how our structure would be. We have created one would be leading ledger, right? Our 0L, and another would be L1. So 0L would be it record the transaction. Let's say we are, since our company code is located in India, so our main books of account would be, let's say, Companies Act. Companies Act 2013, and our another reporting books of reporting would be, let's say, for the IFRS, right? So we have created two different reporting. One would be Companies Act for, and another would be IFRS. In case the client, if in India, they also said, no, I'll not go with a different ledger. And as per the accounting standard, or we call Ind S, okay, Indian accounting standard, they will go. In that case, they will always go with a single process. That means only 0L. So depending on the cases, you can see if they wanted to have another additional leading ledger approaches, or they go with the index. If it is index, only 0L is required. You don't need additional ledger. In case if they're going with the additional ledger or IFRS, your org structure would be like that. Your books of reporting would be two set of reporting. One would be Companies Act, and another 0L would be your Companies Act, and L1 reporting would be for your IFRS. So similarly, for two books of account, you have to configure, you have to define a two valuation area. One valuation area for your Companies Act, Companies Act 2013, and IFRS. So 01 would be for your valuation area 0L, and 02 would be for your reporting called IFRS. Okay, so in SAP, like in there is an little changes in the way, like the way, if you go to the FB03, FB03, your accounting entry get posted under the same books of account, right? Example here, you can see your leading ledger and non-leading ledger. This is your posted to your leading ledger, and now then you go to the other ledgers, you can see the posting. So in SAP, there are two valuation area. It will two set of accounting get posted. One accounting document get posted to Companies Act, another accounting document get posted to IFRS, like that. So all two separate accounting document get posted. So if you have a three, then you have to include another. So that as much of reporting requirement, as much as valuation area, you have to add it. Now then define accounting code. So example here, I go to the new entries. In accounting code is nothing but in your company code, TR07. So accounting code, I'll say TR07. It's similar to your company code 07. Some places SAP you can find is accounting, instead of company code they have given accounting code. So that's the reason I'm linking my company code with the accounting code. Okay, done. Then we go to the assign accounting code and valuation area. Okay, so I'll go to the new entries. My accounting code would be, let's say, 0001. accounting code. No, sorry. Accounting code is TR07 and valuation area 001. Valuation currency, it would be INR. Exchange rate type would be M. For different valuation currency, okay, that's it. And whether you want accounting posting to be happen, if you set to do not, no accounting posting happen for any of the thing, but in our case we want accounting posting to be done. Change from 0 to 1 and press enter, and here you can see your accounting principle. So here, in order to get a right accounting principle, I have to do one check called SPRO setting. If you go to the account assignment and go to the financial accounting global settings, ledger define setting for ledger and currency type. So here if you go to the 0L and go to the company code setting for ledgers and go to your company code TR07. The first thing what you have to do, double click on it and you can see all the settings are okay or not, and then you go to the accounting principle for ledger and company code. Click on it and you can see accounting principle CACT has been defined. What is CACT stand for? Companies Act. Okay, so same CACT you have to define it here, accounting principle, and the currency currency type would be company code currency. Okay, there is another settings also, OTC, initialization or position. I will come to it later. For the timing, I'll just use whatever is required. So I have activated 01. I also need to activate it for 02. 002. Same thing, INR, exchange rate, post. Okay, and for this one, I have to go to the ledger setting, L1, accounting. Okay, and I select this TR07, go to the accounting principles for ledger and company code, and this is what is the accounting principle defined. Same thing, you have to go here and it would be company code currency save. So this way we have activated two valuation area. Why we created? Because we have a two reporting requirement. This is not required. Define alternative paying valuation accounting, exclude product group. These two configurations is not required at all. Only the things we require, initialization of parallel valuation. I am not going to activate right now. I wanted to show you if I do not activate here, what is the error we'll be getting at the time of creation of deal. Okay, so uh, that's it. We have activate our organization structure today. I'll stop my session here itself. Tomorrow onwards we'll start doing our product level configuration. Before that, I will make you understand how basically a financial instrument would be handled in SAP. So before wind up the session, any questions, any doubt, please feel free to ask me.
Abhi, I have one question. The valuation area that you have defined, right, for each accounting principles. So does that mean anytime we do a treasury transaction, it'll post in all the valuation areas, or at the time of posting, you will have to choose individual valuation areas?
No, it will not post automatically to all the valuation area. Whatever the valuation area we have just defined, based on that only it will post.
Okay.
Any other question?
Hello.
Yeah, hi. By please tell me.
Yeah. So you explained about the fund-based and non-fund-based loans, where you told that in non-fund-based loans there will be letter of credit, standby letter of credit, and bank guarantee. But I want to ask that these products are under trade finance, right?
Correct. Product or trade finance. But when it comes to the limit calculations, the credit limit utilizations, in that case, we have to segregate that one. Yes, you're right. You are
Okay.
right. Partially why I'm saying, because understanding the fund based or non-fund based, you should know that, because there is another product type called facilities, which you call it as sanction. So these
Oh,
facilities will tell you, okay, how much, if the business wanted to understand, okay, I have a fund-based amount limit available, non-fund based. Right now, I'm utilizing this one. How much my current utilization? For that reason, we have to segregate those fund-based, non-fund based. But yes, for a project perspective, when you're going to a client, you should understand uh, what is fund based, what is non fund based. For that reason, I've explained to you.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Anybody has any other question? Okay, so that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time. I just wanted to understand, is it fine for you all if we can start little later, or let's say 9 to 11? Just a question, right? In case.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is okay. Yeah.
yeah, fine, Naveen, fine, Naveen.
Yeah, okay.
No problem. You can also share your thoughts to Sana. Uh, just I thought of, because sometimes what happen, we have to, because it's a Saturday, Sunday, sometimes your family would be demanding. Okay, just in case, I thought of starting the tomorrow's session from 9 to 11. However, your support is required here. So you can tell me, I mean, you can tell us in case if that time doesn't suit, or to Sana. Okay.
Okay, Abhi.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you so much, Abhi. Really appreciate it. And guys, if any changes in the timings, please communicate to Sana. She'll be informing to you. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.